So the first thing I do when I wake up is I head into the bathroom and I wash my face. Today I'm using my Cerave Hydrating Facial Cleanser. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know this is my absolute favorite cleanser. It doesn't foam up on your face, but I really like that. It's super hydrating, but if you had more oily skin, they have other options for you as well. Really affordable, basic face cleanser. After I do that, I dry my face off, but I don't dry it completely because I'm gonna go in with hyaluronic acid. You don't wanna put hyaluronic acid on a dry face. Otherwise, it's gonna take moisture from your skin. So I leave my face a little bit damp and then I go in with my ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. So for my eye cream, I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics Confidence in an Eye Cream. I got like 3 samples of these from Ulta when I purchased the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation, and I have just been loving these. So I only go in with a little bit, especially in the morning when I know I'm gonna go in with concealer. So what I've discovered over the last few months, especially in doing Zoom calls and things like that, I need products that are multi-purpose. So this one in particular goes a long way in the morning. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So this works as a all-in-one primer and moisturizer. This smells so good. It has really nice ingredients and it really preps your skin for makeup. So I don't have to go in with a primer after I go in with this. This is my primer and moisturizer in one. And then of course you guys know I'm finishing it off with a lip balm. This is my Aquaphor Lip Repair. And that is it for the skincare in the morning. It takes me less than 5 minutes. I could probably get it done in 2 if I was in a super rush. But like I said, I just keep it really no fuss. I use good products with good ingredients that go a long way. So now that we're out here where there's a little more light, I wanted to show you everything I use for my makeup. It all fits inside this container. This is the Allie Glines organization bag. She just recently launched a second bag in her collection. So it's 2 of these guys and then they sit in a larger bag that you can store wherever you want so they're protected. I absolutely love them. Check these out. Allie is such a sweetheart. I love her. I love her husband. I love her makeup. She's one of those YouTubers who you really know loves makeup and it really comes through on camera. So if you aren't subscribed to Allie, which I'm sure all of you are, subscribe to her and check these out. They're awesome. I use them every day. So normally I'll do this in the bathroom when I'm getting ready. Again, I keep it in the container in my bathroom, but I'm gonna do it out here so you guys can see a little bit better. So the first thing I'm starting out with is my Cerave Hydrating Sunscreen. This is SPF 30 and it has a sheer tint to it. This is so good, you guys. It gives you a little tiny bit of coverage. A little bit goes a long way and it leaves the most beautiful glow on your skin. I like to go in with my fingers when I do this, but do whatever works for you. If you like a sponge, go in with a sponge. I always have a sponge nearby so I can kind of use it if necessary, but usually I end up going in with just a little bit of a pea-sized amount and then I'll blend it with my fingers. Now this step is completely optional, but I do usually end up doing it, especially throughout the week. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I'm gonna pop that just under the eyes and wherever I have a little bit of redness, so a little bit around my nose, and I have redness on the sides of my temples, so I'm gonna put a little bit there as well. Now when I'm not using an actual foundation, I like to go in and blend my concealer with my IT Cosmetics No. 7 brush. I feel like it just adds a little more coverage, which I feel like I need in this situation, but again, you can totally use a beauty blender if you wanted to. I really like the ColourPop concealer for this as well because it can be a very sheer coverage or you can build it up to a nice medium coverage. It looks really healthy and it matches my skin perfectly. So I'm just adding that in targeted areas. We are not adding that all over the face. We want our skin to look like skin. Now this next step is completely optional. I find as it gets colder, I really start to cut back on this, but since it's still, you know, in the high 50s, sometimes 60s, I'll go ahead and do it for today. I'm just gonna add a little bit of color into my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Stick in 330 Toffee. This just kind of brings a little bit of life back into the skin, but again, not really necessary. And if I'm running late, this is the first step I'll cut out. Next step is blush. I really like the Milani Cheek Kiss. A little bit of this goes a long way and it's drugstore price. Highly recommend if you're going for more of a natural look to use cream blush. Just go in a little bit at a time. I like to go in with a couple of dots. I could tell that I went in too heavy by how much was on my face, so I picked it up with my finger and placed it on the back of my hand, and then I started blending with my sponge. I ended up dipping the sponge back into the product on the back of my hand and adding that, but like I said, it's always better to start small and then add from there. And then I took the other end of my IT Cosmetics number 7 brush, the larger end, and then I just blended the edges. This is another step that gets cut really quickly if I'm in a rush, but if I have the time, I will go in with a little bit of a cream highlight. I really like this Kendall and Kylie collection Spotlight Stick. It goes on really easy, it's really creamy, and it's not too crazy of a highlight. So I'll warm that up on the back of my hand before applying it onto the face so it goes on a lot easier, and then I'll blend it out with either my finger or a sponge. Sometimes I'll do a combination of both of them. One place you want to make sure to hit is the inner corners of the eyes. That will really brighten up your eye area. Next up are the brows. Nothing is easier than a brow gel. I am telling you, tint your eyebrows. I have videos on my channel on how I tint my brows, so there's a little bit of a base. So all I do on a daily basis is add a little bit of my e.l.f. Wow Brow. Sometimes I'll use Glossier, sometimes I'll use Benefit, sometimes I'll use Maybelline. It all depends, but I definitely go in with a brow gel each and every day. I know I say this every time, but the difference is insane. It really frames the face and just makes your whole look a lot more put together. So pick up a brow gel. This e.l.f. Wow Brow is only $3. And then I always go in and set with my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is the only thing that keeps my brows looking fluffy all day. It is seriously like glue for your brows. This is also a step that will get cut out real quick if I'm running late, but I do sometimes add a little bit of my Believe Glimmer Pot. Today I'm using Girl Talk. This is the most magical product in the world. It blends out like a dream, so I add a little bit on the tip of my finger and then I'll blend it out that way. Sometimes I'll go in with just my bronzer, like a powder bronzer, and I'll run that through the crease area. It all just depends on what I'm feeling for that day. But this is a nice way to just kind of add a little pop of color, and it literally takes 2 seconds. I'm already done. If you're looking particularly tired on a certain day that you maybe didn't get enough sleep, going in with a nude liner on the lower waterline goes a long way. I particularly like the Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil in Silky Nude. Next step is absolutely crucial. Give your lashes a really good curl. Nothing makes you look more awake than curled lashes, in my opinion. I mean, the difference is just insane. Even with no mascara on, I look a lot more alert and awake. You guys already know I'm going in with my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. Nothing compares to this. I'm going in with black today, which is called Bryn. Now, the reason I like this in particular is because if you make a mistake, it comes off so easy. You don't have to struggle. When you're going in with minimal makeup and you don't have a lot going on, the last thing you want are little pieces of mascara all over your face, so this makes it nice and easy. And I'll usually only add this to the upper lashes. Sometimes I'll add it to the bottom. It just kind of depends on the mood I'm in, but if I really want to look awake and alert, I'll just add it to the top. Every single time I put on that mascara, I'm amazed. Every time. And it's pretty much the only mascara I use, so that says a lot. So let's finish up the look with the lips. You're gonna wanna make sure, obviously, you brush your teeth before this step. And honestly, I go in with a bunch of things. I love balm stains like this. Today I'm going in with the ColourPop City of Stars, but again, tons of brands have things like this. There's a really nice Revlon balm stain I use. Sometimes I'll use my Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Shine. I use all kinds of products. I just wanna use something that's not gonna fade or give you that like buttholey looking lip situation. If I'm feeling a little extra dewy and like I need powder, I'll go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I can never remember that name because it doesn't add a lot of coverage because again, we're going for skin, but it does kind of take down a little bit of the shine. It's a really, really nice finishing powder, but I don't feel like I need that at all today. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set with a little bit of my Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray, and this is in Dewy Finish. All right, you guys, so that is it for this one. This takes me less than 15 minutes from the time I step into the bathroom to wash my face until I set my face. It is so easy. Your skin can breathe all day. It's not gonna cake. It's not gonna crack throughout the day. And then of course, if you have different skin than me, just feel free to tailor. Maybe you don't like cream blush. Maybe you don't like cream bronzer. Feel free to go in with powder products if that works better for you. So I hope this video was somewhat helpful in this crazy world of constant Zoom meetings. I don't know about you, but pretty much every day someone Skypes me or puts a Zoom meeting on my calendar where I have to be on video unexpectedly. So I've just found that this really helps me in the morning to already be prepared for those situations, because let me tell you, I have gotten on to a Skype meeting with my hair in a messy bun, in a big sleeping t-shirt, and it was not a cute look. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.